Hi there, learners. So how have you been doing with everything? The schwa and the STLE exception and the consonant LE, feeling okay? For some of you, it might be easier to read these words than it is to spell them. And for some, the spelling might be fine, but the marking is hard. Just keep working on it. We'll always add review. So there's always going to be review when we do dictations. Okay, and today's a big dictation day. We'll do the warm up, then we'll do a new word of the day, and then we'll end with a nice long dictation. Okay, here we go. Repeat after me. STLE, castle, sul. Look at all the vowel sounds today for I. I-itch, I pine, I high, I animal, or I champion, champion. Okay. And let's review this one here. TCH, catch, ch. And a few of the closed exceptions. ILD, wild, isled. OLD, cold, old. IVE, give, iv. Okay, nice job, my friends. So for today's word of the day, let me build it. Let me bring you a little bit closer so you can really see it. L A B E L. So what does the word say? Label. Right off the bat, I want to talk about this schwa sound here. Label. When you just hear it, you hear bull at the end. So you might be wondering if it was consonant LE, but it is the schwa sound. So remember, the schwa sound sometimes makes it so that you don't even hear the vowel. Watch how I would mark this word. Label. Lay is open, so we put our marker on. It's a long A. And this would be closed. Normally it would say B-L, label. No one says label, we say label. So the E, we put the schwa sound over it because it makes the schwa. Okay? What does label mean? What kind of different meanings could we have for label? Oh, you put a label on the foods in your cabinet. Good. Maybe you would have a name tag to label yourself. Right. The brand is like the label on your clothing. Okay, so for our student notebooks, let's have the sentence be, I like to label food. So you need to go into your student notebook, please. I'll show you where, just as a reminder. Whenever we have a word of the day, we put them in the main section in the middle of vocabulary. We need to find the letter L, and you'll write label, and then you'll write your sentence. So I'll keep both of these up here for you. The word and mark it, and the sentence. I like to label food. Pause right on this screen until you enter that. Okay. Now before we get into our dictation, I want to practice reading a few other words that are spelt with the schwa sound. So label is one of our schwas. I'm going to write some more on here for you to practice reading. What is this one? Travel. We have travel. The schwa is on this E right here. It should be closed. Travel. I'm going to travel to another continent. We don't usually say travel, we say travel. So that's what we call the schwa. The schwa sometimes changes it or makes it so you don't really hear it. Look at this one. What does this word say? Sandal. Again, we don't really hear that A because it's the schwa sound. So on both of those, we would put the schwa, which looks like this, our upside down E. We would put that schwa right over the vowel that is making the schwa sound. Sandal. Okay? And when you're writing these, remember, if you're not sure if it's consonant LE or schwa, look at the spellings options. Look, for sandal, you just have to go to the S, you know how it starts, and then it's right there. So it tells you that it's the schwa, that it's AL, not consonant LE. Okay, the more that you look it up, the better it is. Use that notebook on your test, use it on your work, use it on your dictations, use it for everything. Okay, it is dictation time, my friends. Doing a full dictation, so this can take a bit of time, so we want to get right into it. You should have dictation paper from your teacher that looks like this. If you do, please get that and a pencil or pen now. If you don't, just get some other paper and you're going to have to number it. Okay? So we are going to be doing a whole bunch. Here's all my answers. I'm going to read you all the words first, and you're going to write them, and then I'll hold them up for you to check at the end. Almost like a test. I want you to practice doing the whole thing. Okay? Sound number 1. Sul. Write sul. Pause whenever you need to get it done. You never know when your teacher might say, hey, take a picture of that dictation today. I want to see what you did. Number 2, I. Write all the ways to do long I. Number 3, E. Write all the ways to do E, long E. You should have 4 ways. Number 4, oast. Write oast. Okay, let's check these before we do words. So, I, oast. Make sure you have all those sounds. Pause here to fix it up. If one of these sounds you don't know why it makes that sound, you should really write that down and make sure you ask your teacher to help you with that. Or email me, kholbrook@rocklandschools.org. Okay, let's do some words. We're going to do 4 words that are review you've learned over your whole Foundations career. Number 1, require. Let's do the syllables. Require. I require you to do your best. Number 2, sloppiness. What's the base word? Sloppy. Right, sloppiness. Number 3, baker. What's the base word? Bake. Right, bake, then make it say baker. And number 4, robber. He's a robber. Okay, your 4 review words should be require, sloppiness, baker, and robber. Are you ready for me to tell you what to mark? Make sure you have them all written first. Okay, I would like you to please scoop and mark all the consonant LE syllables. Well, also scoop and mark all the syllable types. You have a variety of syllable types, so scoop the syllables and mark them. Require. And label, when you scoop a syllable, you have to label what the vowel says. Okay, check out require. How'd you do? Check your spelling and check my scooping. Require. Okay, sloppiness. Make sure you also circle the suffix ending. Okay, make sure in sloppy you're showing that the I changes to a long E sound, sloppy, and then we're circling ness. Sloppiness, yep. Fix up sloppiness. Okay, number 3, baker. Circle that suffix ending. And remember, we got rid of the E because the suffix started. It was a vowel consonant E, but then we got rid of the E because the suffix started with ER. And check your spelling on robber. We had to double the B, just like in sloppiness, we doubled the P because the 1-1-1 rule. Robber. Okay, let's go down to do some current words. Repeat after me. Number 1, sprinkle. Pause and do sprinkle. Number 2, castle. Number 3, sizzler. Sizzler. What's the base word? Sizzle. So do sizzle and then make it say sizzler. And number 4, littlest. What's the base word? Little. Okay, pause until you have sprinkle, castle, sizzler, littlest. All right, if you're back, I want us to have time to do sentences, so we are not going to mark these words. Or you can mark them, but I'm not going to go over the marking today. I instead want you to really just check the spelling. Pause right here. Sprinkle, castle, sizzler, littlest. Okay. And now we'll do 2 sound-alikes. Number 1 is where. Where is Baby Echo? Here he is. Write the correct where. If you need to look in your student notebook, make sure you spell it right and it's the right one. Where. Number 2, weight. Can you guess the weight of Baby Echo? I think he's less than a pound. Weight. So you should have where and weight. Pause until you're done. And here's the correct ones. Where, weight. Okay, 2 trick words. Number 1, could. And number 2, beautiful. Could and beautiful. Pause and then check. Okay, 2 sentences. Number 1, drizzle is expected, so bring a hat. Drizzle is expected, so bring a hat. Pause until you finish that sentence. And here's sentence number 2. The singer is in the middle of her last song. The singer is in the middle of her last song. Okay, when you finish all the sentences and check them yourself, you can pause right on the screen and check your spelling to mine. Fix everything up. Uppercase letters, punctuation, spelling mistakes. And then when you're all done and everything's perfect, I want you to read over your page and everything you wrote. And you know what? I hope you did it right and you paused everything and did the work. And if you did, you should be super proud of yourself because I can see your brain growing. Keep it up. See you next time.